Hello, good evening, Malaysia. It is so good to be back again today after yesterday's wacky session with Major Tan and Brenda Tan on success stories. That was an amazing session. So many tears and so much tissues going around. And if you didn't see that session, it is about a couple who actually serve the church and serve God by joining the Salvation Army, and by them doing that, they have touched millions of lives, thousands of lives, I cannot say millions, thousands of lives through their journey, and they are particularly good in young people's work. So I had the privilege to interview them and actually come to understand how they actually do it and how did they touch the world. So hi Andre, hi Christine. I'm so happy to see all of you here. It is so let's go back to business today. You know, as my session on insurance matters is always about insurance and businesses. I do not want to waste anybody's time. I'm not here to do a prolonged Facebook live thing and talk about lucky draws and all that. I'm here to provide value. I'm here to add value to your life and to your businesses. I'm here to provide insights about how you can run your business. I'm not saying how you should. Everybody has their own style. I'm just saying maybe one or two things that I know may help you in how you run your businesses. So today our topic is actually 8 simple steps to increase revenue and improve cash flow for businesses. Now, I think that is like the golden thing you want to know, right? How to improve your revenue now, improve cash coming in, and also improve cash flow for your business. And at this moment, everybody has problem with one thing. It's called cash flow. So I'm going to dive deep into this topic. I must confess, this 8 simple step was not compiled by me. I copied from a master trainer. So today I'd like to give credit to the master trainer, Mr. Yap Boon Swee of AIA Berhad. Thank you for giving us so much time in training us, and I ask your permission to share these 8 points to all our audience and all our listeners out there, right? So I just want you, before I start into the slideshows and all that, I just like you to do one thing for me. If you can, please share this video out right now. So please help me to share this video out so that more people can learn about it, more people can come in and watch it, and more people can actually do well with their business. So don't watch it alone, watch it with your friends, share it with them. The link is down there. Just click share and you will share with all your friends over Facebook. All right? So let's dive in. Let's dive into the topic and let's go ahead and talk about how to actually improve your cash flow in your business. All right, so I'm just going to turn this on. Just bear with me for a while. And where is my slides? Where am I? Okay, so I'm just assuming you can see me because I just lost my feed. It's okay, still have a feed here. I'm just gonna luckily I still have this, you know, the forever faithful handphones that can show me a feed. Alright, okay, so sorry, I thought I lost my feed just now. Alright, so let's dive to this. Let me just adjust it a little bit. Okay, let's just dive to this and let's just work this out, right? So let's move on. Now, if you know that business is like a tree, one of the methodology or one of the analogy that we can use for business is that business is like a tree, like a big tree. The fruits are the profits. The fruits of the tree is the profit of a business. The tree trunk represents the whole operation of the business. Your manpower, your workflow, your processes, SOP and whatnot. Okay, the whole tree trunk is actually the workflow, is the operation of the business. The roots are the business owners, the visionary, the guy who see the future, the visionary, and also cash flow. It is cash flow, right? At the end of the day, business is about cash flow. So what happens is this: if you have a business, so sorry, things are happening around my desk today, I don't know why. They are just not standing. All my things are not standing now. Let's just hope it stays. So sorry about that. So, you know, businesses is like a tree. The fruits are profit. The tree trunk is the operation, the SOP, the manpower and all that. And then the roots is the boss and cash flow. Without the roots, no business can survive. Basically, there is no business can survive with the roots. If today the tree, you take the root out, you cut them out, the tree will wither and it will die. If today you cut the cash flow out, you stop watering the plant will wither and die. It doesn't matter how good the tree is, without the boss, which is the roots, without cash flow, the tree will die. So whether durian D24 or a big cherry tree or whatever, you will need the boss, which is the visionary, the roots, and cash flow to sustain that plant. All right, so that is what we say. And cash flow is the bloodline and the liquid that keeps the business cycle going. Without any cash flow, you cannot do business. Cash flow is the bloodline. So for any businessman, you will understand what I'm saying. I can have the best vision, I can have the best sales idea, I can have the best product in the world. Without cash, you cannot run the business. Every business needs cash flow to start. The amazing Facebook needed cash flow in the first place. That's why they have venture capitalists and all that. There's business funds, they have, what do you call this, startup funds and all that. Every business needs cash flow. It is the same with my business. I'm an insurance person. When I started the business, I needed cash flow to start. So how did I start? I had 11 months. I have worked for 1.5 years and I've saved 22,000 of savings, and I used that as my cash flow to jumpstart my business. And it lasted me long, forever and ever. Of course, I'm doing well now. So you need cash flow. So cash flow is the bloodline and the liquid. So today, I'm going to be focusing only on cash flow. Cash flow, cash flow, and cash flow. All right? So inward of cash flow. What is inward of cash flow? Inward of cash flow is basically sales. How do you improve? And how inward of cash flow is cash that comes in to the business. Look at that bamboo, water coming into the big pond and filling up the big pond. It is inward cash flow. It's inward input of money, of cash into your reservoir. So what are the ways that you can actually increase or improve conventionally a cash flow? These are the 4 things: sales, cash sales, terms, payments, bank loans, asset sales. These are some of the things that can actually help you to improve your inward cash flow. What are the things that actually brings money out of your office, out of your business? Number 1 is rental. Rental and all these expenses that you need to pay. Salaries of staff, these are outflow of cash flow. Banks, loans, interest, principal need to be paid. Payment to suppliers are outflow of cash. Utility bills, water, electricity, sometimes it can be a pain, right, to pay utility bill. And the last one is taxes, whatever that you owe the government, right? So these are the things that actually brings money out. The previous slide was things that brings money in. So now the question is, how long can you sustain? How long and how much cash do you have in hand to sustain a situation like right now? There's no cash flow coming in, revenue is dropping, but you still have to pay for a lot of things. So how we calculate is very simple. If you're a business owner, you understand this. Your cash in hands divided by the total monthly expenses. So how many months, how much you need to spend a month, divide by whatever cash you have, that is the period of sustainability. Now the sad news is most companies doesn't have more than 6 months of sustainability. So SME, most of them doesn't have 6 months. Some has more than 6 months. The established one maybe can survive longer. The smaller guys, I can tell you a lot of smaller guys don't even have 2 months. So you must listen to this now, so that there might be something I can share with you how to work this out, right? So the example, if you have 600,000 cash in hand and you only have, and you need to spend 200,000 a month, that gives you a 3 months sustainability period. So congratulations, if you have a lot of money and divide by how many months, and you have like 15 years of sustainability, you are super rich, you are super cash rich. But a lot of business, 90% of the business has less than 3 months. So we must be careful, because when you run out of cash, the business will run out of blood and you will die. So the business will die in natural cause. It will wither and just die. So the real problem is this. What is the real problem? The real problem is most business has asset and not cash. So I have a lot of feels on this, you know. Why? Because a lot of my clients, some of my clients are facing this problem. They can tell you they have like stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of SMPs, of shops, of houses, of factories, of whatever, but they do not have enough cash. And that becomes a problem, a big problem. Why? Right at this moment, your factory can't sell. And right at this moment, the supercar, the Lambo you bought last month before MCO couldn't sell. That is painful, and you have to pay for it in another 2 months. The other thing is that whatever houses that you bought or whatever big land that you have, you can't sell unless it is sold at a huge discount. So most businesses has asset, but a lot of us have no money. And to tell you the truth, this sad story of businesses running out of cash has been repeated and repeated and repeated and repeated and repeated, crisis after crisis. 1988, same story. I have asset, no cash. 1998, same story. Asset, no cash. 2008, same story. A lot of asset, a lot of debts, no cash. Today, it is the same story. A lot of asset, a lot of things to sell, but no cash. So we must walk ourselves out of this problem, right? We must build a cash flow. But if you do not have time to build now, I'm going to share with you how you're going to build it right now. At this moment, there is still time. You can work your way out of this problem, all right? How could I raise enough money to pull my company from where it is now to safety? That is what I'm going to tell you. 8 simple steps. Let's go. So the first 8 simple steps is to increase cash flow and reduce outflow. It sounds stupid, right? But it is the truth. It's that I already know that. I know you know that, but you're still in trouble. Why? Because you never practice it. Increase cash flow and reduce outflow. Increase inflow and reduce outflow. And I have to say hi to Mr. Goh. Thank you for coming to the show every time, Mr. Goh Ji Sing. Thank you for coming to the show. He is one guy that speaks my language. I don't know why we click, but we click. Mr. Goh, thank you for coming in. You know, I can see Swatwinder, thank you for coming in. Now, let's go back to the topic. How do you increase inflow and reduce outflow? That is my strategy. Number 1, okay, cash sales. What you need to do now is to sell as much stocks as you can with a small discount. I'm not asking you to sell below your market, sell until you have to, you have to lose a lot of money. No, I'm asking you if you can see that your stocks in your store needs to go out, or some older stocks that needs to go out with a steep discount. If you can break even at cost price, you want to do that. You want to get rid of your stocks and get your hands on cash. So if there's a cash sales, do it. Give discounts, get it out there, and get it off. Get it online, whatever that you can do. Just sell your stocks, get cash in. Number 2, the collection terms for your payments. Collection term of payments, you want to, this is people owing money to you. So take example that you are a supplier of, say, cement, or you are a supplier of food, or you are a supplier of whatever lah, furniture, whatever, to this place, this retail shop. You supply to them, they owe you, say, 200,000, and their payment terms is up next month, or their payment terms already up, or their payment terms is up 3 months later. You can tell them, you know what, Mr. Ng, your payment term is up in 60 days, but I'm going to offer you a 5% discount if you pay up now. Offer a discount for early settlements. Think about it. I'm not asking you to do it for everybody and everybody, but think about it. Do it for good clients who has cash in hand and they want to enjoy some early discounts, some settlements, right? So collection of terms payment, go ahead, offer your clients some small cash discount to get your money in fast, earlier. Take those SME loans. I have a lot of clients who told me, the SME loan, a lot of red tape this and that and this and that. My question for you is what? You hire your accountant for what? Let's suppose your accountant to do that work, pay them extra and ask them to do that work. If the SME loans by the governments or by the banks, it is still available, why not take it? I hear some of you saying, no more already finish. But I saw the newspaper says there's still 20% that is available. Why not take it? Take the SME loan. The rate is not high. Take it. If you need it, you need it. All right? Don't be bogged down by what? Cash is king. Cash is king. Bosku cakap punya, bukan saya cakap Cash is king. But you need to get the loan. Staffs. This is something new to me. I learned this and I think it is applicable. For people who have done businesses for a longer time, you can actually consider this. Takes the government staff salary support. That is a must. You must take the government staff salary support. Don't say don't need. You say no need, then when you need, don't have. Okay? 6 months. This is one thing I want to share with you. Share options. Offer share options to increase your cash options. What is share options? Some of your staff may have worked for you for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. And they are very loyal staff. They have built the company from 0 up to 300 million, 400 million, whatever that is the size. But if you need money right now, and some of the staff do have the capability to pump into the business, why not offer a share option? Offer 10%, offer 5%, offer 3%, offer 7% for a share option, and to increase the cash flow of the company. It achieves 2 things. It achieves loyalty for your staff, and it achieves a short-term cash flow problem. So you can think of using those methods, okay, to increase that. Number 3. This is the perfect timing to trim the fats. If you are hiring 100 staff, 200 staff, and you have always wanted to trim the fats, cut costs, now is the best excuse in the world to cut it. Now, a lot of staff ask me, cannot cut, a lot of people ask me, cannot cut, you cut already, you go to JPJ, they go to this HR, government and all that, a lot of problem, we get sued. Of course. Talk nicely lah. It is time to trim fat for people you do not want. Don't trim the one that you want. Trim the one you do not want. Tell them, talk nicely. Tell them, I'm going to give you 1 month VSS, let you go. You're going to resign, but you can still drive Grab, right now. If not, you're going to take you will have to take the dive with us, cut 50% off. Something like that. Just talk to them nicely. I think there is always a way to actually improve this. Right, one of the things that you must do is to refinance company assets. All right, if some of your factory is paid up, or some of your factory is 75% paid up, some of your assets is 80% paid up. If the banks are still willing to give you, I would say please refinance your company assets. I can tell you one thing: You know, my shop loans with the banks are significantly reduced on interest rate because of the decrease of PRR. I was paying 4.5% last time. Now they're asking me to pay about 3.4 or 3.3%. So I got a reduction of say 2,000. So what you need to do is to see at all these see at all these assets that you have. Go back to the bank. Go back and offer them. Can I refinance this property to you? It is worth 5 million now. I only owe the banks about say 500,000. I'd like to refinance it for 3 million only. If you refinance as 3 million and the property is worth 5 million, why not? It is a 60% discount to the bank. They are more than willing to give you the loan. Why? If you can't pay, they take back a 5 million property, they may make money, no risk to them. So what you need to do is actually to look through all these assets and try to go back, and talk to the banks. All right? Talk to the banks. Now, how to reduce, some steps that I can share with you, how to reduce cash flow. Steps to reduce cash flow. Mr. Goh says trim 50% of your staff. Oh, they are very, 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 very aggressive. Mr. Goh also said top up the loan. Of course, don't do along. Just top up your loan, okay? Don't do along. So some of the ways to reduce your cash flow is to renegotiate your rentals. One of the ways you must do is to renegotiate your rental. Don't go and tell yourself, this landlord cannot this idiot cannot. He will always force me to pay the higher rent. No. What you have not tried, you do not know. Please go and try. Why leave it to chance, right? Do not leave it to chance. If you can reduce cash rental by 12%, is better than nothing, right now. 12%, 20%, 20%, 30%, 20%. Renegotiate your rentals. If you are buying the property and paying installment, go back to the bank and renegotiate the rate. You must go back and renegotiate. All right. Number 2 is refinancing your term loans to longer terms. If let's say your terms is up, say 5 years is due, and you're paying say X amount of money. Negotiate the banks. Can I prolong this to say 8 years now? And I pay you slightly higher interest, but I pay you longer. Can we do that? So if the banks allows you, it reduces your cash flow out, right? It reduces your outflow of your cash. Number 2, overdrafts turns to term loan. Overdrafts is always expensive. Turns to term loan. Negotiate. Ask the banks to do it. Any of your credit card debts which charges you 18%, convert them to term loans. Do not take the blunt of the 80% credit card. It's not worth it. The other thing is the payments to suppliers. A lot of you are squeezed by suppliers right now because suppliers say, hey, I don't know. So what you can do, number 1, is ask for extension. I've always told some of my suppliers friends, if your client dies, no good news to you because you cannot collect back. If your client cannot survive this crisis, also no good to you. There's no future businesses. So sometimes, although business is not mine, but as a friend, I can tell them, if you can see a future of this client, then be a little bit more flexible. So ask for extension. If your supplier can see a future with you, they will help you. Number 2 is early settlement. Ask for a discount. If you are going to pay, if you are going to pay your due in 60 days and you have cash, one way to reduce cash flow is to pay early so that you don't have to pay so much. Ask for a discount. Tell them, Mr. Goh, I owe you this in 60 days. Can I pay up right now and get a 5% discount? Why not? Ask, you might get something back right now. So that is some of the ways that you can do it. Now, early settlement, ask for 10%, Mr. Goh, correct? You are right. You should do that, Mr. Goh. I know some of your suppliers, But I'm asking you, early settlements if you can, ask for a discount. Now, a lot of business owners do business. They do actually put in some money as retirement fund. Most of the businesses does that. We actually put some money elsewhere into assets, into shops, into whatever, right? But at this moment, a lot of businesses found that whatever they are putting in as retirement fund or as retirement assets are not very reliable, especially assets during a crisis is not very reliable. I've got clients who have 18 properties and still lack of cash. Why? Cannot sell. I've got clients who have 5-6 cars and cannot sell the cars. The cars depreciate like crazy right now, so how? You cannot. So what I'm trying to share with you today is there's a choice to retire or save your business. This is something very real. I just want to share a real scenario with you. Say you are a 35-year-old guy. You are 35-year-old and you have a vision for yourself to retire at 55. So what you do is you have a business and the business funds your retirement, right? So the business funds, say the business funds 3,000 every month for your retirement. So that the 55-year-old guy can retire, right? So you save this money for 20 years, right? But suddenly a crisis happened or the person becomes sick and he cannot work. What happened to the money? What happened to the money? What happened to you? I can tell you what will happen to you. The banks, if they know you're very sick, will they keep the cash coming or not? Will they start to shut off the tap? Will they ask for you to, come on, give me back my money. I want to cancel the loan. Will they do that? They will. Because banks are famous to take back the umbrella when it's raining. You're sick, it's raining. They're taking back whatever facilities they're giving you. Overdraft cancel, facilities cancel. Your suppliers is the same. I have a client recently who was very sick. You know what the supplier did? After knowing he had cancer, the supplier asked to be paid in cash on delivery. The son, sorry, your father is sick. I don't know whether you can survive or not. Please pay me in cash. No cash term, no terms, no deal. It's cash. So cash becomes a problem. So what you can do is that either you have two choices. You can actually use whatever you save for the supply, for the retirement fund, or use the money to save your business. These are the two choices. And that if you save. And a lot of businessmen do not save. Why? A lot of businessmen thinks that EPF, whatever they are giving, it is enough. Come on now. We know it's a lie right now. You and me know it don't work. Man. Some doctors earning 100,000 a month, earning 200,000 a month, told me they pay EPF 6,000, 7,000 annually. Annually. Can retire? Cannot retire. So where do you use the money? Buy house or buy property, buy this, buy that, buy land, buy. Then when crisis happen, how? Sell. Cannot sell. You do not have instant cash. So what do? You lay along the property, becomes a problem. EPF is never enough, Mr. Goh. EPF is never enough. EPF can help you in some ways. That's why the government force you to do EPF. You have to do something else. So the retirement basic is that you must save the money, and when you're sick and not well, the banks keep all your assets and keep back all your umbrella. And at the end of the day, you have two choices. Either you use a retirement fund to fund the business and keep it going, or you use a retirement fund to fund yourself during retirement. The business dies. That is a bad kind of choices. But if there's a better choice that you can take 1 million if you're sick and still enjoy a rich retirement life, will you do that or not? Will you take that choice? If I can show you a better choice. So it's the same thing at 35 years old, you want to plan for the guy who is 55. So this guy that you have prepared, say a 3,000 ringgit retirement plan for his retirement at 55. You save for 20 years. In between, something happened. This person become sick. He cannot work anymore. It's gone. Kuku, cacat, on chemo. Tak boleh buat anything already. Right. What do? The banks will come after you. Take back all the umbrella, take back all your terms, take back take. Supplier cash term, no cash, no supplies. What happens is that if you take my kind of plans for retirement, the insurance company is willing to pay you $1 million upfront if you're sick and not able to work. Fair and square, 1 million upfront. So when you have that 1 million cash upfront and you're still kicking, not dead yet, just have to go through chemo only, what can you tell your banks? You want to take back my finance? Go ahead. I've got $1 million cash. I'll go to the guy next door. F you. The suppliers, you want to take cash? I will say F you, same thing. I will go to your competitor. I've got $1 million cash. What will your supplier say? Your supplier say, hey, don't say that lah, kidding only, just joking. I tell you, 人係好現實嘅. People are very realistic. So you must have cash in hand. So one of the way is to prepare this. So what happens is that when we pays you that million, it is for you to finance your business and finance yourself. The retirement fund, we are going to still pay you back at 55 years old. So this is how the plans works. The retirement savings is 3,000 every month. You save for 10 years and that's it. Don't save anymore. After 20 years, you get back double of whatever you have saved, plus minus about 800,000. An interest rate so about 4.5–5%. If any agents tell you the interest rate is 15%, you tell the agent go back and take back the license. Why? He's lying. Cannot be one. Insurance company cannot do 15% return one. Okay. We will provide you life insurance 1 million, critical illness 1 million, and also an accidental policy for 2 million. All right. If you're sick, you cannot work, the company pays you 1 million, and your retirement fund is still intact. You will still take back 800,000 to 1 million, 2 million, whatever. 3 million that you should be getting. So this is some of the sharing that I want to share with you today. It's already 9:32, right? So what else? This is my team. We have May Wong. If any of my clients know me, like Michael, Mr. Go, you will know May Wong, because May Wong is the lady who chase you down for everything that you ask. If you ask something from her, she will chase you down every day. So May is my head of customer service. She's the customer service manager. She handles A to Z, except new business, right? She handles everything. GL, guarantee letter. So my clients love her. She is very, very good, I would say. I'm happy. Pui Ling handles all the fire insurance, car insurance, burglary insurance. I do a lot of that. Contractor always. Mr. Go, you can buy contractor always from me if you want. I have somebody. Pui Ling specializes in handling general insurance. So Pui Ling is the general insurance person. You can call her. Yeah, Andre say Mace is best. I have to put this up so Mace can see it. May, Andre say you are the best. Alright? Of course I agree. Now, then I have Melissa. Melissa handles customer experience, all your cakes, all your things, all your birthday cards, everything came from Melissa, and she handles new business. All right, she's the one that will hold your hands and bring you for medical checkups. So that is my team, right? And if you have anything, you can always contact us. We are always ready. You can write to me, limrenenlive@gmail.com. You can check out. So, but today I also want to say something. Don't go first, Right, let me just off the presentation. Sorry, just hold on 1 second. Okay, back to normal. So today also I want to say something. Our webpage is officially up. limrenenlive.com. www.limrenenlive.com is officially up. So if you have missed any of our episode and you want to cash back, you can go to limrenenlive.com and watch all the episode there. There's 3 places you can watch all the episode. You can actually go back to Facebook to watch it. Scroll down, Lim Ren En Live at Facebook, or limrenenlive.com on the web, or you can actually watch it at Lim Ren En Live YouTube channel. So we have all these YouTube channel that all this episode is recorded and they are stored away, and we do a lot of work on our videos. Why? We don't just do this and just archive it on YouTube or archive it on Facebook and do nothing with it. I actually have another guy who is Vincent. Vincent is what I call, the guy is typing now. Vincent is what I call my digital marketer. He will curate every single video and make it to a trailer version which concise everything into 3 to 5 minutes. If you don't have time to watch half an hour, then you watch the 5-minute thing. And he will actually spread out all my interviews, spread out all my videos, and make it to be consumable size that you can actually use. So we don't actually just do the live and then just leave it there like selling fish. No, we do a series of work so that it is easier for you to consume at the end of the day, right? Okay, so you can go to limrenenlive.com at our Lim Ren En Live YouTube channel, or just come to my Facebook page. We are all there. So if you can do me one more favor, if you're watching this, please like the page, subscribe the YouTube channel, and visit me at Lim Ren En Live. If you need any insurance service, let us know. If any of you need to do policy reviews, let us know. If you do not understand your policy, we are more than happy to help you. All right, so you can always contact me anytime. I will try to answer your question. If there's a question here, okay, payment to suppliers extension 6 months, all right, 5% discount. Mr. Go, Mr. Go, my top fan. So if you have any question, you can ask me here. Mr. Mohan, hi, how are you? Thank you for coming. Thank you for showing my boss. Thank you for coming and seeing the show, Mr. Mohan. Yes, thank you for coming. Right. So Christine, you say good job, Vincent. Thank you, Christine. You know, yeah, Linda is here also with us. So anyway, if you have anything in advance that you want to know, if you have anything about insurance that you do not understand, like one of the clients I met recently, she bought a lot of policy from this guy, and the guy just disappeared somehow, never do the work anymore, and she needs somebody to look at the policy. So we help her to look at the policy, and we found out that there's 22 policies that she has. She don't know what it is, and it's been years that she never look at it. So we help her to look through it, and we found out that some policies it can keep, some policies she has already paid up, she doesn't have to pay anymore, and that actually save her quite a lot of money, and she actually understands her portfolio much better. So if you do need any services on the insurance, call me. So I would like to end this by saying, by quoting the legendary George Devon. When you see me, don't think of insurance, but when you think of insurance, see me. See you next week. I'm Lim Ren En Live. I'm Lim Ren En. Thank you for coming into this episode of Lim Ren En Live. I hope I did put in some value in your life. Thanks again. Bye.